Hey guys, Shadowz here. Welcome back to another Gears of War 5 video. Today we are going to be discussing open world environments, multiple character perspectives, and more in Gears 5. It's been a few months now since the announcement and reveal of Gears 5 gameplay at E3, and it's most likely, just like Gears 4, we probably won't hear a lot about the game itself until the following year, unfortunately, obviously being 2019. Now, even though it's going to be quite a while until we hear not only about new details, but just Gears 5 in general, there's actually some interesting points that Rod Ferguson made on his E3 stage of floor and also to the E3 interviews that gives us a little bit more insight into a few things that maybe we can expect to see in Gears 5. One of the main starting points that Rod Ferguson made when revealing the game itself is that the war for humanity escalates on two fronts, outside the capital city and also within Kait herself, making it sound like that we could actually play from two different characters' perspectives throughout the campaign as well. As we do know, Kait Diaz is the protagonist character and main focus for the Gears 5 game, exploring across Syria to uncover the truth about herself, obviously being one front, but if the other front escalating is close to the capital city, the war on two fronts could possibly suggest that we might also get the opportunity to return to playing as JD Fenix for a short period of time, maybe a few just chapters at best. During the Gears 5 gameplay reveal trailer, we do know that all of the characters just arrived on the scene from the capital being New Ephyra, and while Kait and Del do go on their own separate journey across Syria, JD, Marcus Phoenix, and Faz all return back to the COG capital city, where, just like the beginning of the act for Gears 3, we could maybe actually see an opportunity to take a break from short from Kait and Del to return back to New Ephyra as JD Fenix, allowing the players to learn more about the Gears universe, but also the events as they unfold in game time for JD and the other characters like Marcus, Baird, Cole, Sam, maybe even, who knows, Dizzy and Clayton Carmine. Seeing as how the majority of the game will also obviously be played from Kait and Del's perspective, it does actually make a ton of sense to allow the player to continue the story for all of the characters compared to either just seeing cutscenes or maybe entirely just waiting for the next Gears game, as it actually does allow for a continuation in the way that we do interact as a person, as a player on an emotional level to the old and the new Gears characters still alive in the universe at this point. Next up, we are going to be discussing open world environments, as it does sound like there are going to be a few sections of the campaign that will be a lot more open, providing exploring opportunities ranging from places like the jungle cenote to the frozen tundra to the red desert, as seen throughout the gameplay trailer itself. The vehicle seen in the trailer that both Kait and Del are commanding as they actually sail across the frozen tundra lake is known as the Skiff, which Rod Ferguson describes as something that the Kait Studio developers have been working on to just open up the world a little bit more and just give the players more choice in the way that they want to play the game, but also the places that they do want to discover in the Gears universe. The Skiff, just wind-based vehicle itself, as shared by Rod, will be something that the players will actually be able to take with them to explore either across the desert or the tundra. There are actually a lot of places to actually go. Lastly, we are going to be discussing campaign player customization, as it does seem like the Lancer has multiple different variants throughout the gameplay that we've seen so far. While multiple character perspectives and open world exploration seems like it will be happening based on this decisive teases, this one bit is a little bit more of a reach that's just out there. However, with the new changes, it does seem like the Kait Studio are making, especially for the campaign in this game, to provide a much more just unique playing experience for players, having the ability to customize the weapons like the Lancer to approach different scenarios in different ways. It would actually fit in pretty nicely. Taking a more in-depth look at a few of the characters seen in the gameplay trailer, the first noticeable take that there could be weapon customization is that the Chu Tani Fuzz, a new character, seems to be rocking a Mark IV Lancer with a DB-like overkill under barrel attachment. We then also see JD and Del rocking an upgraded version of Marcus's Mark III Lancer, which Marcus still seems to be rocking and using. I like that, which is with the wooden stock, just compared to the default metal stock that all of the other Lancers now have. Gears of War campaigns have always just been incredible, but at times, you know, they have felt like they are restricted to a corridor-like gaming experience where there are very little chances of variety in gameplay, as every single player out there does go through the campaign levels in pretty much the same way. So it does seem like a great move by the developers to maybe try and push for a more immersive gameplay experience by adding in what seems like some great, awesome new features. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. Do you agree with me after watching this video that the Kait Studio could be working on adding some new interesting ways to actually experience the next Gears campaign. So there you have it, guys, my full speculation and discussion on the possibility of open world environments, multiple character perspectives, and also player customization in Gears of War 5. As I mentioned earlier on in this video, it could actually be quite some time until we hear anything else about Gears 5. There's actually an upcoming gaming event known as Gamescom later this month, which could always just include the opportunity for more Gears-based announcements and reveals, but I do think it is a way off until just a little bit more light is shined on the next new installment in the Gears series. For now though, you can watch all of my Gears 5 just discussion-based videos in the playlist on the channel right now. I do actually have a few more Gears 5 videos to share with you guys, so make sure to subscribe to the channel right now with the notifications obviously turned on to never miss a single video in the future. Give the video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.